Hey guys, welcome to Digit.in, and most of you have been talking about this set of TVs ever since TCL has announced them, and this year they gave us not two but three new models between the TCL C725, 825 and a new model, the 728. And to answer some questions we have about the TVs, I have with me Justin. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, Justin, I'm just going to jump right in. Last year, you guys had the C715 and the 815 as your two models that were in the market. This year, you've introduced the C728. So why did you feel the need to have a third model, especially with a tag that says it's dedicated towards gamers?
So broadly speaking, the global shipment of the gaming display reached to 12.4 million in 2020, and it is predicted to reach 160 million in the next 5 years. And if we look at India, the popularity of gaming, including the esport, has surged through this pandemic that has restricted people's mobility beyond their homes. And the India's gaming industry is expected to become 10 times larger than all the other entertainment business combined together in the next 5 to 7 years. So gaming, especially the big screen gaming, is definitely going to be a major trend for the future. And it is relatively a niche segment with people who require more professional specs to ensure a smooth, precise, and comprehensive gaming experience. Therefore, in between this flagship Mini LED C825 and a video call QLED C725, we've added a gaming QLED called C728. Which has a 120 hertz native refresh rate, and a Game Master with 4 HDMI 2.1, which supports ALM and VRR FreeSync to guarantee the overall gaming experience. For those who are particular about the console gaming or want to enjoy super smooth viewing for the sporting events or action-packed movies, we recommend to consider C728. Which will come in soon to India market.
Okay, now when somebody opens the TCL website to read about the 725, 728 and 825, there's a clear distinction between all the three, right? The 825 is your premium with the mini LED backlighting. So for someone who wants to understand the upgrade they get by jumping from the 725 to the 728 to the 825, can you talk a little bit about what that upgrade feels like and what they're going to get when they, jump to a higher model?
So that's a good question. For C725, customers can get a video call camera along with the package, while enjoy a perfect picture quality with the QLED display, Dolby Vision, and HDR10 Plus. They can experience the TCL Smart UI, an advanced user-oriented interface based on this Android operating system. And by the way, we're still the first brand to bring the first Android 11 TV system into the India market. So in this TCL Smart UI, the customers can explore the global and local content on our TCL channel 3.0, which has upgraded to the brand new UI with the new content categorizations. And set reminders. They can set reminders and view the photos on the gallery, and we call it the home TCL Home Entertainment Center. And in our home control center, the customers can operate a TV via smartphone, cast content from their mobile devices, and control their the environment via the hands-free voice control. So for those who are particular about the gaming aspect, so they can go with C728. But in addition to the QLED display and the TCL Smart UI, which they can enjoy it on C725, they can also enjoy it in C728. The C728 has the 120 hertz MEMC, Dolby Vision IQ, and the Game Master with 4 HDMI 2.1, which supports the ALM and the VRR to guarantee the overall gaming experience. So, and the second biggest upgrade from C725 to C728 is that we have upgraded our main chipset to the second generation of the AI PQ engine on C728. So with the AI super resolution, it helps recognizing the specific scenes to optimize color, contrast, and clarity for an unrivaled 4K HDR experience. So if we talk about the upgrade from C728 to C825. So apart from the Dolby Vision IQ, Game Master, and the AIPQ engine, this second generation, the biggest advance for customers to get is the from the QLED display to the Mini LED QLED display. With thousands of this Mini LEDs plus full area local dimming technology, which groups this Mini LEDs into different different zones for precision contrast control, making the picture capable of displaying the deeper blacks, brilliant brightness, and the greater contrast to maximize their viewing experience. And the second most notable this upgrade is the sound. So C825 comes with the front-facing 30-watt on-cue 2.1 integrated soundbar, and also the 20-watt built-in subwoofer at the back. For 65-inch, the subwoofer is 30 watt. So there is no need for the customers to buy separate soundbar. The C825 itself can deliver an immersive home theater experience. So the third biggest upgrade for C825 is it comes with the detachable the 1080p Magic camera. Customers can make video calls via Google Duo, and also they can make a simple gesture controls like fast forward, pause, or mute to control the TV. So when customers think about buying any of these three models, whether it's C825, call it the ultimate entertainer, or the C728, we position it as the gaming champion, or C725, the multi-talent, they will definitely get greater and different experience compared with last year's models.
Okay, so that was really comprehensive. That gives everyone a look at what you get when you go one step up. Now, one of the points that you touched upon between the 728 and between both the 725, 728 and the 825 is the fact that the top of the line variant comes with Mini LED. Now, you did touch upon what this can do, but for a lot of customers in India, Mini LED is a relatively new technology. So can you highlight a few of the features that you get when you upgrade to the new Mini LED TV?
Okay, sure. So about Mini LED, traditionally the number of LEDs range from a dozen also to a few hundred. But with our new Mini LED backlight, we've managed to utilize thousands of these miniature LEDs that sits behind the LCD substrate. And each one of them are precisely controlled and smoothly distributed across the screen for granular control over lighting intensity. So, and what it means to the customers is that they will get a bright and vibrant picture in all lighting conditions, and with the peak brightness reached to 1000 nits. Combined with our full area local dimming technology, which groups this Mini LEDs into different zones for precision contrast control, making the whole the panel and the whole picture capable of displaying deeper blacks, brilliant brightness, and greater contrast to maximize their viewing experience.
Okay, now my next question is of course targeted at those that are more going to look forward to gaming on this TV. All the TVs boast of 120 Hertz MEMC refresh rate. So what would be the native refresh rate of the TVs?
Okay. So the native refresh rate for C825 and C728 is 120 Hertz native refresh rate. And for C725, the native refresh rate is 60 Hertz.
Okay. So again, sticking with the topic of gaming, why only offer one HDMI 2.1 on the 728? Most of the gamers are definitely going to look forward to having both the consoles or a console and a PC. So why have just one HDMI 2.1 port on the gaming targeted TV?
Yeah, sure. We know that, like I mentioned, we know that this gaming segment is a relatively niche segment for those professional gamers. They require more advanced, more professional spec when playing this big screen, gaming in our TVs. So, but for the C825 and C728, these two models comes with 4 HDMI 2.1 ports. And 2 of the HDMI ports supports maximum 4K 120 Hertz refresh rate. And the other 2 of the HDMI ports support 4K 60 Hertz refresh rates.
Okay. So another thing now, because HDR content is getting so much more popular through streaming services, be it Netflix, Prime Video, even Disney Plus, Hotstar in India is now offering a lot of content in HDR. And one of the specifications that a lot of people look for is the peak brightness of the TV, and it's really not easily available in the spec sheet. So can you
Yeah.
talk a little bit about the brightness these TVs can achieve?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm sure that this question is also a lot of the customers are care about when they choose to buy the TVs, especially the premium TVs. So to answer this question, I can tell is that for the C825, we have two variants, 55-inch and 65-inch. So for the 65-inch of C825, the peak brightness reached to 1,000 nits. And for 55-inch of C825, the peak brightness is for 800 nits. And as for this C825 and as for the C728 and C725, we have relatively, three or four variants. I need to get back to you because the very different variants with different the brightness.
Okay. Now, just coming back to the mini LED TVs, the C825, one of the biggest advantages of the mini LEDs is that you can divide the TV into multiple dimming zones, which gives you almost an OLED-like black levels, for certain dark sequences. So can you talk about the dimming zones in the C825? Is there any number of dimming zones that you can highlight, or just give us a general idea of, how these dimming zones are helping with the picture content?
Yes. Yeah. Regarding this dimming zones, like I mentioned, this we have this mini LEDs, thousands of miniature mini LEDs that sits behind the LCD substrates, which combines with the this full area local dimming, which can put together to realize the precision contrast control to making the TV to display, like you said, deeper blacks, like brilliant brightness. So talking about the dimming zones. So for the C825, for the 55-inch, we have this 128 zones, and for 65-inch, we have this 160 zones for these full area local dimmings.
All right. Okay. Now, these are, like you said, the first TVs that are running on Android 11, but they're still running the older visual UI, right? Now, Google is promoting the Google TV UI. So, can you talk
Yes,
about if
yes.
these TVs are ever, when are they going to get the new Google TV UI? And also, will any of your legacy TVs, like maybe the 815 or the C715, also, will your legacy TVs also get the new UI update?
Yeah, that's a good question. A lot of customers care about this part. So yeah, and for the customers who buy our 2021 C series lineup, C series products before September, will get upgrade to Google TV UI from next February. And for customers who buy the 2021 C series in September onwards, will enjoy pre-installed Google TV UI. So for the our like previous models, like you mentioned, the C815 or C715. So this upgrade timeline for the upgrade still under this development for these our R&D team will reveal soon once we have a like exact confirmed date for the upgrade.
All right. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about these TVs that I may not have asked in the questions?
Yes, one thing I want to mention is that this year people this year we call it the sports year. Be it these we have suffered from this pandemic, but the people's passion towards the sports. This we just finished this Euro Cup, and for the next few days we will have this maybe tomorrow I think it's Olympic Games. So I think this year and we just finished this NBA finals, so for basketball, for this football, and for the Olympic Games. So I think customers can enjoy a lot of these. And by the way, we will have this IPL resume in September. So when watching this sports gaming, especially the live matches, customers require a relatively more smooth, precise picture quality. So when customers have higher requirements about this visual and audio experience, I think this C series lineup, especially C825, which has the Mini LED QLED, is definitely going to be the best and this one of the most best, one of the most, not going to be regret this choice for them to choose. And for the gaming part, we were actually we were planning to organize the gaming tournament in India, but unfortunately we have suffered from the second wave of this COVID. So I'm sure that once this second wave gets over, we will have we probably will have like this gaming tournament.
Absolutely. So looking forward to that now, when more gaming tournaments resume and in India, and of course more than more than enjoying the tournaments, be it coming from gaming or all the sporting activities that's happening, I'm actually looking forward to experiencing these TVs when we get them into our Digit Labs for reviews, because a lot of our viewers are actually patiently waiting to check out what we say when we have actually experienced the TV. So I'm looking forward to getting the TVs in for testing as well.
Yeah, sure. Definitely, you will have the chance to. I'm looking forward to receive the review from your side.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. And also for the rest of you that are watching, if you have any more questions, you can let us know in the comment section below, and we will do our best to get them answered. And for more from the world of technology, you can subscribe to our channel. We will catch you in another video. It's goodbye for now.